This song is brand new. I just wrote this a few weeks ago. It's called Scream Song. You just had lunch and you're comfy enough, and you know that you're safe and you know that you're loved, but there's something inside and you can't get it out, and it's building up in you for months. And despite all the nodding and pats on your back, there's some mounting frustration in it you can't scratch, and a gentleman carriage that won't give you watch for it, just building out in your room. Sometimes you feel like you need to scream. It ain't you alive if you can't get it out for the whole world and you to see. Who doesn't feel like they need to scream? The word that you hear and the fear you feel, that it won't let you bury that deep. And around that lip that you don't have the words for, the things that you want in the week that you soaring walls, falling at the feet, because nobody knows you. How can they believe you? The mountain patterns a human condition to keep up the pace so you don't feel the itching. Can you not go crazy if yourself isn't free? And doesn't yourself exist if nobody sees it? Just feel like you need to scream. It'll eat you alive if you can't get it out for the whole world to hear and to see. Who doesn't feel like they need to scream? If you can't be understood, then why not make everybody bleed? Sometimes you feel like you need to scream. And you hear and the fear you feel, and it won't let you bury that deep. Who doesn't feel like they need to scream? It'll eat you alive if you don't get it out for the whole world to hear and to see. All right, hey, thank you guys. Yeah, that's a new one. We'll be, maybe ironing it. Let's see. All right, this is called "The Best of Me." Oh shit! Did I just break this capo? Hang on, I got one. Oh, thank you. Oh man, Bobcat to the rescue. I would have been up the creek with this. Yeah, I know like maybe 10 chords and. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it without the capo. Oh, thank you, Bobcat. Awesome. Man, I've had that for 10 years. That's kind of punk, I guess, for it to break on stage at a show. Does it go like punk goes like this? Molecules bouncing and crashing should recklessly by, like they did early on in the oceans we don't even try. Every time I hear all the whirrings and clicks of our vast machinery, I never doubted my place anymore, since before I could know what our home would be. Whether I've realized my dreams and awoken or drowned in the scurrilous sea of the moment, whatever is left after struggle and death, you'll be getting the best of me. We can only do what we're actually going to do. We can only be what we're actually going to be. When I feel the surprises and mystery, our future history shows its face. When I think of another dimension, a different life quenched that won't take its place. Whether you see me stand tall and essential, or squandering all of the world's great potential, whatever comes next, you can know more or less you'll be getting the best of me. time I hear all the whirrings and clicks of our vast machinery. I never doubted my place anymore since before I could know what our home would be. Whether I've realized my dreams and awoken or drowned in the scurrilous sea of the moment, if you can see me stand tall and essential or squandering all of the world's great potential, whether I'm sturdy and strong, young and stable, or strapped up to an old hospital respirator, whatever is left after struggle and death, you'll be getting the best of me. Thanks. Let's see, this one's pretty new too. This is on my last record. It's called Man for the Job. Well, a 13-week academy is all that they've required me to train for a badge and gun with thrust into my hands, and some would say I'm the man for the job. I'm the man for the job. I was a cruel, vindictive high school kid, a bully with a shoulder chip, and grew into a sad young man who thought that they had hatched a plan to say I'm the man for the job, I'm the man for the job. And yes, it's true, I'm prone to violence. If there's anyone perceivably who questions my authority, but I think I just feel entitled to a issue firearm to prove my dad was wrong, and yes I am, I'm the man for the job. Well, I'm petty and I'm insecure and pretty much a connoisseur of leaning into victimhood, resenting all the things that could have seemed like they held me back. Yes, it definitely held me down. I reinforce the infrastructure, passively or otherwise, a violent racist status quo, a predatory cheap disguise, all lie. Up on the witness stand, I do it all the time. And I look the other way when I see abusers, but I can issue a report on you, cause I'm seen them at his barbecuing anyway. They probably deserved it. If a citizen gets brutalized, I'll just avert my eyes. Goes without saying, I'm latently racist, and oftentimes explicitly, depending on the circumstances. Well, I call myself a working man, a burden that I carry, but of course inherently I'm counter-revolutionary, slapping fines upon the working class. Hours half the rent is mine. I'd rather wield some power over this community and rush to beat them in the streets than any solidarity. Why join a protest when you could gas one? They're just fucking animals. And yes, it's true, I'm prone to violence. If there's anyone perceivably who questions my authority, but I think I just feel entitled to a any issue firearm to prove my dad was wrong, and yes I am, yes I am, yes I am, I'm the man for the job. Alright, stuck there. Thank you, folks. This is an old one. This is called Don't Look Back. All right. It's a love song about murder. Leave the office alright on a hot Friday night with the Vikings are going downtown. In the dark Boston streets, you never know who you meet. In the brick alley, who is when you come round. You see the black, see the guys, and the fedoras and dies from the newspapers famous for violence. Just this one ugly time you had to witness a crime, then your enemy they would kill for your silence. Don't you think you're gonna leave me? Say, don't look back, don't look back. It's a federal case and the exposure is great. Say the men from the bureau, we need you. And point your finger in court, you know you have to resort to put the killers away before they kill you. A censor it just so wide into a program you'll hide. There's no contact with sisters or friends, though. Give them a goodbye on the cheek, but now it's your time to speak. Is there anyone who wants to come with you? Don't you think you're gonna leave me? I say, don't look back, don't look back. Don't you even try to frame me. Just don't look back, don't look back. If you're not gonna blame me, say, don't look back, don't look back. Oh, gonna go with you, believe me. In that train out west, that new day is calling. Gonna hop on that train, get a strange new name. There's no choice in the matter, I'll tell you. What kind of world would it be here if I couldn't see all the teeth that you're showing? I smell you. Well, I'm at a family around a nice New Mexican town. After busy, put your head on my shoulder. I'd rather take my chance now so I won't have to know how bad I want those things I miss when I'm older. Don't you think you're gonna leave me? I say, don't look back, don't look back. Don't you even try to free me. Just don't look back, don't look back. If you're not gonna break me, say, don't look back, don't look back. Oh, gonna go with you, believe me. In that train out west, that new day is calling.
Yeah!
All right, hey, thank you guys. Yeah, so all these songs are originals, but I'll play one cover here. I played a Pat the Bunny set at the Milestone here over Halloween fiasco. You guys got to get to it next year if you haven't been yet. But this song took me way too long to learn to only play once. So this is a Pat the Bunny Ramshackle Glory song called From Here to Utopia. It's one of my favorite songs. And I'm afraid that the circles I've been drinking myself in aren't big enough for the vows that I try to fit inside of them. When I was young, I drank too much, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel so goddamn young tonight. Maybe too young to ask what's on my mind. 'Cause if freedom means doing what I want, well, don't I gotta want something? Won't you tell me that we want something more than just more beer and my friends? If it ain't true, won't you lie to me tonight? Oh yeah! Well, I've been listening to Minor Threat records all day, and shit, if I did not know every word, I sing along as I tie off. And screams he's out of step as I pull the cotton off and the spoon draw it up into the syringe. I know just what he means until I hit a vein. But after that I won't have to worry about knowing who I am for a while at least. In just a moment this whole world is gonna melt around me, and I swear I won't miss it as I lie to you tonight. 'Cause I'm afraid to look the world in the eye. If nothing's gonna change, oh well, I'd rather die. I'm too unemployed to organize a union. I'm too intoxicated to tear down a building. I'm too hopeless to look for a solution. I'm afraid that if I found one, I'd be out of excuses for the way I waste away in the gutters that I chose, like fashion accessories to go with my dirty clothes. I haven't bathed in months, but you know it's not because I've been fighting bourgeois morals. I'm just lazy and I'm young. Whoa. I've seen the best minds of my generation dying drunk or high from the rooftops of the parking lots, stomped to death in West Philadelphia in squats. They got me waiting on a day when they can say fuck the police with a little bit of integrity. Well, mean I've got your back if you've got mine. Give me a scene where I believe in more than bad haircuts, guilt, and misery. I don't know where I fit between the vegans and the nihilists. That might be the first thing I said. That wasn't a lie tonight. Cause there's gotta be something more than lying in the front yard naked screaming at the constellation. I want more than just an apology to say when I look the world in the eye. My friend William came to me with a message of hope. It read, fuck you and everything that you think you know. If you don't step outside the things that you believe, they're gonna kill you. Say no one's gonna stop you from dying young and miserable and right. If you want something better, gotta put that shit aside. I thought about how for thousands of years there have been people told us how things can't go on like this. From Jesus Christ to the diggers, from Malthus to Thurston, from Karl Marx to Huey Newton. But that shit goes on and 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 on. I'm not saying we can't change the world, 'cause everybody does at least a little bit of that. But I won't shit myself. The way I'm living is a temper tantrum, and I need something else, need something else, need something else to stay alive. Whoa, and on the night when I play my last show, I'll be singing so loud that my heart explodes. And I'll be singing, we are free. Oh, won't you promise me you won't ever forget what that means? I know it's hard to give a shit sometimes. Promise me we'll always try. 'Cause I don't wanna hate you, and I don't wanna hate me, and I don't wanna hate everything anymore. All right, hey, thank you guys. I got time for a couple more.
Please go. So you just check the...
All right, perfect.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get you 2 more.
All right, this is an old one too. This is called Better Than Before. Would you step into the thrill of the open road with your brother's light and cigarettes and the shining sun so bold? Would you play your tunes in empty halls for times, fighting hunger pains with the Mary Jane now, just to pass the time? And the local drunks will fight you just for fun. And the van is smelling poorly from the sweat of everyone. But would you step into the thrill of the open road? And the road's just like the nighttime. It'll turn you drunk and fighting in the rain and leave you bleeding on the floor. Oh, and it's just like the ocean, it'll crash and leave you broken. Somehow you're better than you were before. Would you dive into a love that wouldn't last? Would you mope away on a future day, still living in the past? Would you jump into a love with star-crossed fears? Would you hold it tight when the end was right there, ringing in your ears? And you feel so empty sleeping on your own. And you curse the day when you cast away your best friend from your home. But would you step into a love that wouldn't last? And love's just like the nighttime, it'll turn you drunk and fighting in the rain and leave you bleeding on the floor. Oh, and it's just like the ocean, it'll crash and leave you broken. But somehow you're better than you were before. Would you occupy the streets of Oakland now? Would you declare yourself American, dissatisfied and proud? Would you march into the park to fight those banks? Would you bend your knees when security starts calling in the tanks? And they'll headlock you for saying anything. And the pepper spray will blow this away and your eyes get red and sting. But would you occupy the streets of Oakland now? And it's just like the nighttime, it'll turn you drunk and fighting in the rain and leave you bleeding on the floor. Oh, and it's just like the ocean, it'll crash and leave you broken. And somehow you're better than you were before. And somehow you're better than you were before. Yeah. All right. All right, I'll do one more. This one's called The Big Easy. It's a little bit of an older one too, but I think it'll be fun. One last trip in me, oh, see the Big Easy like I did as a happy young man. No, the bus tickets are one away, bound to relive beautifully easy like I bought with my wrinkled old hand. One last trip in me, oh, see golden trumpets like I heard when I knew I was. One last dance with the painted ladies who tease me like I did here before all the fuzz in my head. I'm scared, but I think I know what I'm doing here in this town. This old man, I'm gonna sip a whiskey with my withered hands and recall all the fun that this life had gave me under the sun, and say thanks and feel good for all the times I had back when I understood. One last trip in me, I'll see the Big Easy like I did as a happy young man. No, the bus tickets are one away, bound to relive beautifully easy like I bought with my wrinkled old hands. One last trip in me, I'll see golden trumpets like I heard when I knew I was. One last dance with the painted ladies who tease me like they did here before all the fuzz in my head. In my brain, I started missing words and didn't feel the same as I should. But I'm still me, though I'm stepping out, well I can still live free. And who knows, they might be proud if at this classy exit I was singing loud in this town, New Orleans, about the friends that made me and the family that saved me and the wife I loved when I was still complete. One last trip in me, I'll see the Big Easy like I did as a happy young man. No, the bus tickets are one away, bound to relive beautifully easy like I bought with my wrinkled old hands. One last trip in me, I'll see golden trumpets like I heard when I knew I was. One last dance with the painted ladies who tease me like they did it before all the fuzz in my head. Na da 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 One tripping me. I'll see the Big Easy like I did as a happy young man. And bus tickets on one way, bound to relive fearlessly easy like I bought with my wrinkled old hand. One last trip in me, I'll see golden trumpets like I heard when I knew I was. One last dance to the painted ladies who teased me like they did it before all the fuzz in my head. Hey, thank you so much, Milestone. Thank you guys for all coming out. And yeah, stay tuned for Saddlebreaker and Dumpster Service, one of my favorites. And Bobcat, of course, the headliner, and Jeremy from Cutthroat Freak Show. Sounds like a crazy show. Yeah, we'll see you out there.
Oh yeah, you saw the band stuff. Yeah, those man, I caught him here actually. Yeah, they're good. They're all acoustic, but they really rip. They call it brass bastards. Yeah, I just we were starting at a hard beat. I thought I had like another hour to get. That's cool. Yeah, I don't mind getting home on
Hey, you sounded good. There's two things.